And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. The 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Aaron Judge, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swings through the slider there. Line toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Justin Bour. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Throw on the first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Lucas Duda now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Lucas Duda.
Line to the right side. Judge is there to put it away for route number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Bonifacio. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A tough sinker on the inside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at 3rd for the first down.
Patrick
Digging in now, Austin Romine. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Orlando on his horse. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Kevin McCarthy enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Here's Neil Walker. Hit back toward the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Runner in scoring position with Cigar. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Keon Broxton. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter,
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
A ball and a strike now. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. No hits to this point.
Gordon. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 57.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Moore has got it, and the side is digging in to try it again. Tyler Wade, he was a double play victim last time around. Didi Gregorius will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Didi Gregorius.
A shot to second base and handled for the first down.
Center fielder, number 11.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Merrifield scoops it up, and that's the second out. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Oh, but that'll be shy of the monuments as it hits off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up. But it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Number 54, Wayne Boyer.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Judge stands at second with 2 gone. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Hot shot on the ground to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Didi Gregorius will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 18.
Now that's popped up. Green has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Paulo Orlando will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
3-2, a full count to the Royal center fielder. On deck, Mike Moustakas. A shot down the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Lucas Duda. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2. Riding in once again, Salvador Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Drilled to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Pulled toward right center field. Bonifacio's in pursuit. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 28.
Ready for another chance? Austin Romine. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And that one stayed up a little high. High in the air down the right field line. Bonifacio's under it, and that ends the inning. So the Yankees. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. No balls and 1 strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Waiting his turn on deck is Alex Gordon. 3-1 the count now. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. 1-0 the count. He's running. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. The 2-1 on its way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Alex Gordon goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
That's in there. Base hit. Truxton rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Brian Flynn enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 33, Brian.
Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
1 out, nobody on. lifted in the air to shallow center field. Heading after it is Orlando, and a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded to the right. Merrifield brings it in. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Royals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jake Junis earns his 8th victory of the season. Brian Flynn. A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Kansas City Royals and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Into the box, Whit Merrifield. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
In comes Judge, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at-bat.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Merrifield stands at second with no outs. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I think these guys need Lucas Duda to snap out of the funk he's been in. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Kansas City. And now the Yankees. Jason Hammel is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins. So you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century, 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to put in your cap, and we'll see how he does in this one here today.
Dan D-Row, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Two balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. So stepping in, Justin Bour. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out. Striding in, Alex Gordon took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's a base hit for Gordon. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. The second for one, on to first, and they get them both. Digging in now for Kansas City, Keon Broxton. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Takes a knee-high fastball.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
No score here as we play inning number 2. In for strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. Career numbers against Jason Hamill. He's got a batting average of .444. He's taken him deep once. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Sanchez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is, 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
On to Duda, a double play. Settling in now, Domingo Santana trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away. Here's Didi Gregorius. Career numbers against Jason Hamill. He's got a batting average of .444. He also has 1 home run. And that misses for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Santana is off at first with 2 away. Once more, a throw over. Runner back safely. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. This is pulled into right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A couple of... And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone for the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Now the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Line drive to left. Santana will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. With Merrifield next to hit. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Brandon Drury will bat next. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A cold strike on the inside corner. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down. At the plate, David Torres is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Gardner playing here in his age 34 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Torres, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bonifacio ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jersey.
And not in time as the run scores.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Into the box now, Justin Bour. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. Escobar charging this one. Throw in the dirt, but a good. Ready for another chance. Paulo Orlando. We begin the top of the fourth.
Left fielder.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And that misses 1-1. It's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Torres loves it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Here's Lucas Duda now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Shot foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. He'll begin things here against Jason Hamill. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Merrifield picks it up, and that's out number 1. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he lays off for ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it. Leading off the inning, Alex Gordon, and they'll need him to get something going here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-1 now to Gordon. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And that one just missed outside.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santana giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Striding in once again, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
The batter.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Didi Gregorius as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. Gregorius bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
The 3-1 pitch. A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that
pitch. Another payoff pitch. Count remains full.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 fouled balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Hard hit to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for
At the plate, Brandon Rowe hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, second baseman.
Stepping into the box, David Torres. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Escobar is up with it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Hit out towards second. Torres fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Alcides Escobar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 15.
With Merrifield next to hit. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too much.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. And that's in there. Base hit. Merrifield rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score and the Royals tie it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Mike Moustakas stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Missed with a slider. There's a strike. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Brett Gardner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next...
Ouch, that one hit him. Here's big Aaron Judge. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set, here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
That misses. 2-0. Gardner aboard here at first with nobody out. Two balls and a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup part because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Hero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated for the first baseman. If he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Aaron Hicks.
As a look, now the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Hicks averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Escobar back to Duda, a double play in the inning. Here's Lucas Duda now. Guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Salvador Perez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Now
Dylan Betances comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th. Set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Santana. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And wasted pitch there, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Seth Maness gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in once again, Domingo Santana comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Flying toward right center. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
This has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high and deep out to left. Orlando going back on it. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast is straight away left. Third home run for him on the year. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Now back, second baseman.
Standing in now, David Torres, as he puts it on the ground to third. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Brett Gardner now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gardner carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Outside, 3-0 now. Aaron Judge waits on deck. Bounce to first. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 3 runs already home here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is there. And that's the third out. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's 5. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Right fielder, Jorge Bonifacio.
First pitch on its way.
Now pitching
Breaking ball for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
2-1 to count. 2-2. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
0 for 2 for him to this point. A bouncer to the left side on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Whit Merrifield. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Count remains at 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Moore right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
How about it?
Ready for another chance? Follow Orlando, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of that.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Kevin McCarthy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 61.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Bour. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Slow bouncer to the right side. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bonifacio's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Back in the Big Apple now as we are set for what remains of this presentation of baseball on the show. So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. Lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Tough pick to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Santana, 1 away. The leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away. So here's the Royals DH, Keon Broxton. He went down on strikes last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. KC down to their final strike in this one. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jordan Montgomery gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Jason Hamill pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 34th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious
Baseball from the Big Apple. With Merrifield next to hit. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the first pitch from CC. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Third baseman number 8.
Sabathia into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Gardner. Gone into Monument Park.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s with 19 homers, and he's driven in 45. And the changeup is way low that time. And 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Jesse Hahn, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Dave?
Hey, Jesse Hahn, not an overpowering guy. Low 90s fastball, good slider, decent changeup. Will mix in an occasional split finger. You'll know he's on if he's getting a lot of quick outs early in the zone. He needs to pitch at the knees. He doesn't have the kind of fastball that he can get away with up in the middle of the zone.
Orlando will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First offering on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So stepping in, Justin Bour. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Gordon is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now for Kansas City, Alex Gordon, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Batting 7, designated hitter.
Now the first pitch from CC. No balls and a strike to count.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Sabathia gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The count now at 2-2. Full count, 3-2 to Keon Broxton.
Boy, he went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League. And he lays off there, 1-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up. That batter did.
On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Merrifield stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn. He's hitting .429. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. Bonifacio is right there as he takes it for the second out. Next for New York, Brandon Rowe. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. First pitch of the at-bat.
Right fielder.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes for Jorge Bonifacio.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound? It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. High pop-up. Sabathia is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Previous history with Sabathia, he's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit out towards second. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this into the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for the
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Judge is there, and he Leading off the inning, David Torres, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And here's the first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order room.
So 3-2 one more time. Hit to short. Escobar has it. And that's the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. There's a fly out for him to start the home first. First offering on its way. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He drew a walk his first time up. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. First pitch curveball, swung on and missed, strike 1. Judge fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. I was starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going. As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
1-1 the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2-1, here it is. Now this one hit hard out to right field by Bohr and deep. Into the second deck and gone. It's a 2-run homer for Justin Bohr. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
And now, Gary Sanchez. That's a look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
3-0 to him now. This misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Left fielder, Giancarlo
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
0-1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down. But it was just too hard to play.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Santana, a native of the Dominican Republic. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And that's in there, base hit. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes the pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
Striding forward now is the DH, Didi Gregorius. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mike Moustakas got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Lucas Duda, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. So far on the year, Duda is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. So next to the plate for the Royals, Alex Gordon. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Sabathia sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They still trail it here 3-1.
Leading off the
Brendan Drury will bat next. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gordon going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another chance. David Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Center fielder number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. Duda's up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Hits this one hard the other way, and he is in there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you, every pitcher appreciates that. You have a runner in scoring position. Great job of knocking that ball down, keeping it in the infield.
Yeah, no doubt. And as a former infielder, nothing puts a smile on our face better than trying to save runs for you guys. We know how much it means, and he made a heck of a play. That diving stop will prevent a run. Now let's see if the pitcher can get us out of it.
The 1-0. There's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Gardner makes the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Whit Merrifield, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Behind 0-2 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Torres ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Paulo Orlando, and their runners at the corners now. In there, no balls and a strike. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes. So
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it. Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
On to first, and they get the double play. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. it looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Down 3-0.
3-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Giancarlo Stanton now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them. Mike Moustakas will stand in again, but first will flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lucas Duda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Riding in once again, Alex Gordon. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Royals go down.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over, the hard-throwing right-hander Blaine Boyer.
Blaine Boyer.
In now is the Yankees DH, Domingo Santana, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Boyer, former Red Sox, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal. But this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. Been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard-hit balls that have resulted in lineouts. High pop-up. Merrifield is there. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Digging in once again, David Torres. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. From the stretch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the... So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvador Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
1-0 the count. Ball and a strike. Perez on at first, nobody out. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
So he got him swinging. Keon Broxton becomes the first out of the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in now for Kansas City, Alcides Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 1-2 the counts of the Royals shortstop.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Backs up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Alcides Escobar goes down for out number 2 in the top half. No balls and 1 strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Royal.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Looking at his career totals, Gardner is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit at third. One there. On to Duda, a double play. Justin Bour will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd. As we take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Drilled to the left side. Moustakas is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. standing in, Paulo Orlando. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Mike Moustakas, who's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Drury is there for it. 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lucas Duda. No comeback at him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change?
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. They're down 3-2. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 40.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. Bullet back up the middle. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Giancarlo Stanton now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here comes the first pitch. To short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Domingo Santana, who's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heat.
Hit sharply on the ground. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He pulls this one into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And he misses 2-1. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 4. Fouled away. 3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyway.
Billy Burns will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And that one right down Main Street. High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ground ball left side. Gregorius showing off the range. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, as this one is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. CC Sabathia hangs win number 11 on his line. Aroldis Chapman closes the door for the save, his league-leading 35th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score.